Zapa mutima, zapa mutima, zapa mutima.
Hello, you are on Zapa Mutima yet again. Brought to you courtesy of Gavi Beverages, the manufacturers of Elixir Kombucha. And remember, you're on Diamond TV, #Twafichinja. Join me on the other side as I introduce our guest on the show today and as I give you that health tip. Remember, only on Zapa Mutima.
Zapa mutima.
Elixir?
That's me.
No, I meant the kombucha.
You can have mine.
Now that's a real deal.
The real deal is Elixir.
Elixir Kombucha, the real deal.
Zapa mutima.
Welcome back, and it's time for the health tip. Today we're talking about mouth health. Now, health tips for your mouth are very important. Did you know that you can actually keep your teeth for a lifetime? Yes, you can keep your teeth for a lifetime. Kusachinja hapo meno. Number one, drink fluoridated water rather, and use toothpaste that has fluoride. Number two, practice good oral hygiene. That is brushing your teeth 2 times a day. And if you can manage, floss your teeth on a daily basis. Number 3, visit your dentist at least once a year, even if you don't have a toothache. Number 4, do not use tobacco products. This one is tricky. Don't use tobacco products. And if possible, quit smoking. Just stop it. That's going to do good to your teeth. Number 5, limit alcoholic drinks. All right? So that's our health tip for today. And now introducing our guest on the show. She is one of the most talented and energetic, amazing stage performer. This vocalist is none other than Kristen. Kristen, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Okay, it's nice to have you, Kristen.
Thank you so much.
You know, before I get to the energy, the energy mbona pa stage. Ish. Hey, we wanna go. You know, give us a brief background about who you are, where you're from, and you know, how you started this thing.
My name's Christine Waliankole. I'm married to Mr. Chigande, so Christine Waliankole Chigande, daughter of Bishop Nkole the late. I grew up in Livala and Chilenje.
Okay.
So my life has been around those areas. What else? I did a bit of social work. I have a diploma in social work. Yeah. A graduate from Bible school. What else?
Wow.
A mother, a sister. Yeah, I think
Kristen, so you are a pastor?
Yeah.
No, but you went to Bible school.
It doesn't mean that that qualifies me to be a pastor. No. Okay. The reason I went to Bible school is being that we handle a lot of masses in ministry. So just like you need a qualified pilot to fly a plane, I think we need qualified ministers. Yeah, wow. To stand in front of a multitude so that we don't mislead people. You know, there are a lot of doctrines out there, that are not good for the people. Just because you've heard something on TV, you say it on stage without knowing the damage that you do to the multitude. So I felt I needed to go to a reputable Bible college so that I'm taught, at least I'm prepared for ministry.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that. You know, it's like would like to operate on you.
Hey.
But you know what? I'm just a friend to a doctor. No? The doctor is a very good friend. I have an idea.
No one will trust you.
Wow. Excellent. Kristen, let's go to that energy. Where do you get that energy from on the stage? I've watched you very closely, very closely, and there's just this thing, you know. How do you do that?
I think one word for it is passion. I'm passionate about music. It's something you can wake me up in the middle of the night and I'm ready to.
Wow.
So whenever I'm given an opportunity to minister, I think for me it looks, no, it doesn't. It is that moment where you think, okay, there must be somebody here who is seeing me for the first time. And I shouldn't, just because the audience is maybe fewer than the other audience, doesn't mean my energy levels need to be less. So I always give it my all. I'm so passionate about it.
Wow. Uncle Frank Mtuila talked about passion here. Yeah, and passion, I think, is lost. Passion is not there in a lot of these things that we're doing in people, and we're doing it for the money, and the motives are different.
Yeah, true.
But when there's passion, the difference will be seen. It's not something you make up. It's just something that flows. Okay? Yeah. You know, when we come back, I want us to talk about when you started this thing and, you know, when you became professional. Okay?
Yep.
You are on Zappa Mtima, and we are looking into inside the heart of Christine. Join me on the other side, only on Zappa Mtima.
Zappa Mutima.
This is the real deal.
The real deal is Elixir.
Elixir Kombucha, the real deal.
Zappa Mutima.
Welcome back. You are on Zappa Mtima, and we're talking to Christine. Yeah, Christine, when did you become professional? When did it like just happen, you know?
It depends what the profession is, the professional aspect.
Wow, from your room, or I
think professionalism begins when you begin to learn.
I'm learning now.
Yeah. I think it's a process. So until you get to mature at a certain level. But I think professionally I started singing as a backing vocalist for Mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I backed Mom for years.
Your mother?
Yes, she was a lead singer in a band. So it was only when I finished
Teach
school.
a child the way it should grow, so that when they grow up,
when I finished school, that was about 2007. Nje pamena bwana yambako manje yo leading. Yeah. Then
also tamangira kusogolo leading. First backing.
Yes, yeah. I think
Chile chonse
Unzila.
Yeah.
Learn. It was about that time when I featured Potfa.
Okay.
Yes, that was the first time I ever did an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I featured Potfa, Spotted by Kings, and I also featured Kings.
Wow.
Yeah, but I also had a desire to do my own thing. So,
okay.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think
because somehow
around
it's like,
that time,
okay, Christine Malembe, you know, and then Christine is, okay, Malembe now is here,
Yeah,
and Christine,
is,
and
yeah.
then, but then you decide to do something on your own.
I've
Tell me,
always did.
Christine, is it possible to do gospel for just profit?
I
Okay,
think,
maybe it's possible, but is it normal?
is it normal?
Is it right?
I need to be very careful here.
Yeah.
I think there is a thin line. What determines the profit you're going to make? I think it's the motive.
Okay.
Some people at the onset, however you do your
Yeah,
English.
on the onset, yeah.
My career.
Sure.
Yes, on the onset. When you have the motive of making money out of it, you'll be frustrated. Because it's not an industry where you go in and people will be paying you this much. Usually your clients would be the church, and churches differ.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of traditions that goes around church and money. So it's not an easy place to make money. Yeah. The profit side only comes in when God begins to supply your needs. Wow. You'll be shocked that God will open doors where you least expected. I think that's where the profit side is. But going with a motive to make money, my dear. Yeah,
Is it even sinful?
No, it's not.
It's not.
I don't think so.
Christian, how has your marriage affected your career? Positively and negatively?
Positive. The negative side, let me start with the negative side. The negative side would be, you know, when you are single, you get to make decisions quickly. Yeah, fast up, and
Yes. Yes.
But when you are a couple, you need to go home and say, no, there is this, and you need to deliberate, elaborate, and whatever. So for you to come up with a decision, it might take longer than when you are, that is where I think the negativity is. The positivity is God gave me a man that loves what I do.
Wow.
And so wherever I go, he's there doing sound for me, managing me. So I think life is much easier. Mostly he does 90% of the work.
Wow.
Me, I just show up and do the 10. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What kind of difference do you think your music brings in the industry?
Difference.
Yeah.
The difference is the difference that I bring. Let me explain that one. Oh God.
Yeah.
Let me explain it. What brings the difference is allowing Christine to be unique and accept her uniqueness and accept that she's different from any other person and bring what God has put in her. And I think that is what brings the difference. I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm trying to be Christine, the one that God wants to bring out. Yeah.
Wow.
Still trying though.
In line with the individual assignment that God
Thank you.
has put in you.
Yes.
Wow. Christine, when we come back, I want us to talk about your lowest moments and your highest moments.
Ish.
Okay. You are on Zapa Mtima and we are looking inside the heart of Christine. On the other side, Zapa Mtima.
Zapa Mutima.
This is the real deal.
The real deal is Elixir.
Elixir Kombucha. The real deal.
Elixir?
That's me.
No, I meant the kombucha.
You can have mine.
Now that's a real deal.
The real deal is Elixir.
Elixir Kombucha. The real deal.
Zapa Mutima.
You are on Zapa Mtima, brought to you courtesy of Gavi Beverages, the manufacturers of Elixir Kombucha. And we're talking to Christine. Christine, your lowest and highest. Give it to us.
My lowest. Baby, forgive me. I think the lowest I can easily point at is when I was going through a trying time in my marriage. And I had to go minister.
Okay.
You know, where anyone who's married, they'll tell you it's not a bed of roses. No, there are a bit of thorns that are there. And so I had to go minister, and I remember crying before going to stage. And I remember people praying with me, saying, be strong. And it was one of the biggest moments of ministry. And I think one of the videos they're going to show is the actual day when I was at my lowest, and I was like, I'm not going to go on stage and and all. Just a simple misunderstanding. No, he's not violent. No, he's a very loving man.
Obvious.
Yeah, just different opinions and
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So people praying with me and say, just go on stage, and I had to drag myself to the stage, and that was at the Unstoppable Praise, where we did a live recording.
Wow.
What just marveled me was what seemed to be the lowest moment of my life was a time when the grace of God came through and gave me his power. Yeah, and it is one of the most celebrated recording we've ever done. Yeah, it's the most played.
So all things work together.
I'm telling you, it does. I think God just took over, and whatever I did there wasn't me, because this me was just down.
What the devil wants to use to bring you down is exactly what God uses, not something else. Is exactly what God uses.
Yeah.
To bring you down.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it turned out to be the most highest. So there was that, where you're thinking, I'm just gonna mess this up, I'm just gonna break down on stage and cry, but God just takes over and he does whatever he wanted to do. So
Christine, I've had an encounter with some of my friends, young guys, when they start to minister and reach your levels of recognition. Pastors start to bow to them. Church next week. Pastor, I have 18 shows, so Pastor, you need to tell me something about that. Can you still manage to be successful in your ministry and still be obedient to your spiritual parent?
I think it's a matter of a heart. Yeah.
And some training, ignorance maybe, or something.
I think one needs to understand that there is a reason why God puts.
Are you submitting to a pastor?
Definitely.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. There is a reason why God puts certain men of God to be for us to submit under. And I think it's very safe.
Yeah.
There are places where they call us to do ministry, then they would want to know which church you come from, because it gives them a track record and they are able to trace. Basically, I wouldn't also trust somebody who doesn't have a father they are submitting under to come under my ministry or to come and minister to my people. Yeah, so I think it's very important to submit under your man of God. Just be faithful there. Whenever you have time, just like I do, whenever I have time, I make sure I'm in my home church.
Yes. Amen to that. Amen. What's your inspirational message to those that are pushing, those that are trying? In less than a minute.
In less than a minute. Number one, I think we spoke about it earlier. I'm so passionate about it. It's about being unique and trusting the uniqueness that is in you. There is a lot of photocopies out there who want to be like, it's okay to be mentored and to be inspired. But whenever you do somebody else, it's like you are trying to repeat something that you are not. But when you are in your uniqueness and in your difference, in your specialization, you'll be able to bring out the best out of you. So even as you are going into ministry, it cannot be ministry or maybe any other field that you're working in, be yourself. Because the moment you are yourself, you're giving people what God has created you to give them. Yeah.
You are on Zapam Tima TV show, brought to you courtesy of Gavi Beverages. Meet me on the other side, only on Zapam Tima.
Zapa mutima.
This is the real deal.
The real deal is Elixir.
Elixir Kombucha, the real deal.
Zapa mutima.
Welcome back. You are on Zapam Tima and we are speaking to Christine. Christine, your hobbies. What do you do in your free time?
Apa ninambotea bola. Yeah.
Wow. Excellent.
It's a new hobby I've taken up. I love to read. Yeah, mostly I love to read, research, yeah, learn more. But I took on the soccer thing. So every Sunday I'm playing soccer. If I don't have an engagement, if I'm around Lusaka, yeah, Sunday I will be in my soccer gear and scoring. They call me Suarez.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Suarez. Yeah.
Excellent. Wow.
Yeah.
How many languages can you speak?
3.
3.
Chibemba, Chinyanja, na
And
Chizungu.
Bemba. That's all. Are you trying to learn any other language?
I'll have to learn French.
French.
Uh-huh.
I did another Zambian language. Like
Another-
Tonga or Lozi or Luwale or
I would love Tonga.
Tonga.
I don't know why.
KK did his homework, eh?
Ah,
KK. He did his homework.
okay.
Teacher ngachita graduate ukukuchipata. Vamutuma kuruapula. Ngachita graduate kuisoko. Vamutuma kuisa.
So that they should learn.
You think KK did a good job?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Do you think anyone can undo it? Is it possible?
I don't know.
I am Mambwe.
Okay.
My wife is Kaonde. My brother married a Lozi. And the father was Tonga. And I have mothers. You know, everyone is your mother.
Yeah.
Take that mother-in-law. You are my. Naikwata Maya wa Tonga ini. Naikwata Maya wa Lozi.
One nation.
You know, so yeah, I think KK did a very good job.
Yeah, he did.
And that
He did,
makes
yeah.
Zambia very different
He did.
from many other countries. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Given an opportunity, kuti mwa president. Mundu afuna imirira kuno.
Yes!
Christian, they say that Tim. God will always want righteous people, you know, to be at the helm, because if you have King David, who's righteous, after God's own heart, obviously the least
Citizen.
yeah, you know, the most poorest will be assured of sharing in the national cake, you know, or whatever. So I'm told Christians are busy vying for the same.
Yeah, and that's a good
Is
thing.
it sinful to join politics?
No, I don't think
So
so.
Christian Wongala president.
Vamenen must understand politics. Politics is when the people give you a job. Yeah. The people, it's not like the employee in a company. It is the people employing somebody to lead them. So, ninchito chabe.
Oh yeah.
Ninchito.
Excellent. You are on Zapam Tima, and we'll be back with the quick question session. Only on Zapam Tima. You are on Zapam Tima, and it's time for the quick question session. One of my favorite ones. Christine, you need to answer all these questions in less than
Okay.
2 minutes. Number 1, what's your worst talent?
What's talent?
I know you can dance, sing
Yeah.
very well.
My worst is... what can't I do?
Don't tell
Vama
me.
calculations.
I love that. Baba calculations. Imwendendeleni kwefyo, msteko fimi. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is for you, washing or kuchisa?
None of the above.
No, yeah. So, okay. It's like I'm done as I to meet phone. I'm telling you. Favorite
But
snack?
I'd rather wash than
Okay, okay.
iron. I'd
Yeah.
rather wash than iron.
Okay, so wash. Favorite snack?
Groundnuts.
Shaba. Yeah, mwana wao. Okay, look, if we gave you a pet and gave you these 3 options, which one would you pick? Lion, snake, crocodile?
Lion.
Yeah, Christy. Oh, okay. Excellent. That explains a lot of things. Favorite holiday destination?
Dubai.
Dubai. Yeah, everyone else likes Dubai. Gotten lost before? So much. That's
And you know, changes.
eating out or at home, which is
It depends.
it depends.
Sometimes kama fika kucheka outing che.
Vija. Which one would you go for? Movie or picnic?
Movie.
Excellent. One crazy thing you can thankfully say Christ washed away.
One crazy thing.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
There's these crazy things that Christ washes away from our lives. There's this crazy thing. Okay, what in the deciding for I am saved. One of those things I can point.
I think wanatembe nyo na chabe o craziness na peka mchechi.
Christine, you're crazy.
It's the one I use on stage. Otherwise, if I was normal, I wouldn't dance the way I dance. Trust me.
I love that. So also I see here, because to the glory of the Lord.
Yes.
Strangest food you've ever eaten?
Crocodile.
Wow. Okay. But Usunga, lion.
Eh.
What would you prefer more, shoes or clothes?
Shoes.
Sapato izo. Yeah, I knew.
Very sure.
Okay. A Christian can switch churches at will? Yeah.
No.
Christian, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm very happy.
I had fun.
More good than shit. You had fun. You must come back.
Yeah.
I have a present for you. Here.
Kuchitika kono. Mwe bandre.
Open it. And try it.
Oh my God. Wow. Mwe bandre. My interview
It's a small token from Gavi Beverages.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Gavi Beverages is appreciating your work and what you do.
Oh my God, this is nice.
Zapa mutima.
And this health drink, we want it to be healthy. Health drink for you.
Chadila.
You're welcome.
Come on. I've learned so much about this drink, ne? Google it.
Well, that was our show today on Zapa Mutima with Christian. Be sure to join us again next week at the same time. Bye-bye.